Welcome back to another That Red Subi video. Yes, I did change my name. Actually, my friend, if you guys look in the comments of my last video, you can see that my friend actually commented you should change your name because it's dumb. And I was thinking of the same thing because it was really, it was just like, I just need to name my channel real fast, so what do I name it? So I named it that. And why is this helicopter so loud? Anyways, you Honda fans are going to be pretty happy for today's video as well as these upcoming videos. So as you know, I drive a 2006 Subaru Impreza WRX. If you have seen any of my past videos, you know my brother drives a 2003 Honda Civic Si, an EP3. Today was his first day of school, and as kind of a sort of gift, I let him drive my Subi to school because who doesn't want to drive a WRX when they drive a Honda? So I was just, as a nice gesture, I'm like, brother, you can drive my WRX to school for the first week, and then we can trade cars. So I traded cars with my brother for a week. In today's video, I'm just going to be going an overview, a review, an in-depth review, if you want to call it, on my brother's 2003 Honda Civic Si. I am now sitting in my brother's Honda Civic Si. It is the EP3. I could be wrong, but I do believe it's a 2003. It may be a 2004, but I could be wrong, so I do apologize if I am wrong. So in this video, what I'm going to do is going to be, first of all, showing you the outside of the car, which you already saw in the first clips, the engine, the interior, talk about the things that I like about it, the things I dislike about it, and just kind of go back to like my roots with a Honda Civic, but this time it's a Si, whereas before I had an EX. So let's just go ahead and start it on up, let it warm up, and then we'll do a test drive after I talk about it. So to start with this car, this body style was started in, I believe, 2002, and it went from 2002 to 2005, 2004, I could be wrong. I do not know a lot of the history about EP3s because that's just like, in my opinion, is my least favorite Civic. But let's review it. So starting from the body, it is a hatchback. It is a two-door hatchback, technically three-door if you include the hatchback. It is a 2-liter inline-4 engine, and that is the K20. I don't know if this is the A2 or A3. I'll put it on the screen, whatever K20 it is. But it is the K20, which is one of the most legendary Honda engines of all time. This exact one, though, is the more economical version of it, being that it's not the EP3 Type R. It is the American version, the EP3 Si. So it does only have about 160 horsepower. Again, if I'm wrong, I will correct it on the screen. This is completely bone stock, including the exhaust. No intake, no engine mods, no suspension mods. It is literally bone stock, unless you count the Mugen shift knob, which is on the inside. Nothing else to see in the engine, so we can go ahead and close it. And now we can go ahead and take a look on the interior. On this EP3, we have the Type R emblem, and I believe this is just a vinyl overlay, but I could be wrong. The steering wheel is a little bit faded, but it is a used car, so what do you expect? Has a white dash that shows RPMs, the miles per hour, miles, everything you need to know, with an SI on the front of the dash. We have the red Mugen shift knob with the center console with the aftermarket Pioneer radio. The seats, which have actually a very nice Alcantara material, and then on the inside a weird like rough cloth, and then they have a very just Japanese styling about them. They're actually really comfortable seats. This seat is suffering from a little bit of usage, but I mean, what do you expect? It's a used car that's pretty old. It is a coupe slash hatchback, so it does have a back 3 seats. Nothing crazy, just your typical back seats in a car. We then can go ahead and open up the hatchback. As you can see, it has my brother's stuff like a skateboard and stuff. But the hatchback is enough to fit, like you can see, a skateboard, some blankets, maybe a backpack, maybe a couple backpacks, just, you know, some basic, nothing too crazy stuff back here, and that is all that it contains in the hatchback. I believe that wraps up the majority of this car. I mean, it does have AC, it does have, you know, hazards. It has your basic car functions, and I'm not going to go into that. What I want to talk is coming from my Civic and my WRX, comparing it to an Si. But this is a manual 5-speed, it is not a manual 6-speed, but my WRX is a manual 5-speed. My old Civic was a manual 5-speed, so it's just a standard transmission. So now we're just gonna go take a right here. I'm trying not to drive too hard because I don't want the camera to mess up. Clutch is very light. It is the easiest car to shift. Oh my gosh. I forgot what it's like to drive a Honda. It is crazy. Right here we have the Sparko seatbelt pad. I actually got these from my uncle as a birthday gift. I have one in my WRX, he has one in his car. I'm not going to compare power to my WRX because I feel that is very unfair. But as far as power for Honda goes, this thing picks up fast. It has good torque. I don't know anything about this exact motor and torque, but I do know that K20s and K24s, they have good torque compared to, I don't know, normal Honda engines or normal basic engines. Specific cons to this car is I believe it does need an alignment, or the steering wheel is just mounted whack. I'm not sure which one, but the steering wheel is crooked as I am driving, so that's a little bit of a con. Steering is very sharp and very precise. That is something that like the steering in this car feels so solid and so good, and just going around turns, all that stuff feels so good and so solid. Just giving it like maybe 20% throttle in third gear, it picks up, I'm not gonna lie. For a Honda, this is not a slow Honda. It's definitely not fast, but it's not a slow Honda. The brakes are very solid. They are making a little bit of squeaking noises, but I believe that's just because it rained last night and it's just getting all the excess rust off. Comparing this car to my Subaru, things that I like better about it is the gas mileage. Obviously, this car is a Honda Civic. It is just a little four-banger. I hate using that term, but it is a very economical car. It gets good gas mileage. He doesn't have to fill it up very often, compared to my WRXs where I have to fill that up once a week and it costs like $42 to fill up. We'll do a first gear pull to 5. That was like maybe 50% throttle. I'm not going hard on this car at all. Then we'll just do a nice second. It does make lots of Honda noises. It is bone stock. I do believe my brother is planning on getting a skunk to exhaust soon. I hope so, honestly, because it'd make this car sound so much better. But it is a very quiet, nice, economical Honda. I don't mean that in a bad way. As you guys know, I drive a Subaru WRX, but I prefer Honda more. That's kind of weird. While I'm out and driving, I believe I've pretty much talked over everything that this car has. 5-speed manual transmission. I don't know about the diff. It may be limited slip, but I could be wrong. It just drives very nice, economical. Nothing wrong with it. Just a nice, sporty car. And when I say economical, I'm not talking about like a Prius. I mean like, for the type of car that this was made to be, it is still economical. Honda engineered this car to be more of a sporty car, as the name suggests, sport injected from SI. This car is a fun car to drive, yet it does get good gas mileage, so you get kind of the best of both worlds in that scenario. I do want to talk about this channel and what is happening. Today was the first day of school, as I was saying earlier, but I graduated last year. I am now a graduated kid who now has basically all day to make videos up until 3 p.m. when I have work. So I'm going to try to bust out a lot more videos on this channel. I may be doing more videos on this car, who knows, because I do have this car for about 3 days as we traded. But so good news for you guys is you should be expecting a lot more videos compared to recently, because in the summer I had to wake up at 7:30 every morning and go to work. Now I wake up whenever I want and I have to do whatever I want until 3 p.m., which is perfect for making videos. Like, it is the ideal world for making videos. So like I said in today's video, I just wanted to kind of do a little review on this car because we did trade cars. And if I had to give it a scale, I would say this is a solid 7 out of 10 car. My WRX is the same 7 out of 10. They just have their pros and they have their cons. They have their benefits and they have their cons. It's a good car for what it is. The only con that I have about it is EP3. That is my least favorite year. In my opinion, it just looks like a small minivan and it just looks kind of weird to me. But for what it is, it's a good car. I'm gonna wrap up the video here because I'm just gonna drive home and then start editing this video so you guys can watch it hopefully today. We can kind of get on it here as I kind of have to move. And already like that, we are at the speed limit. Not even speeding, not even joking. That is the one thing that I do like about Hondas, is you can like use them and then get up to the speed limit. Whereas on my WRX, second gear, I'm already going like 50, almost 60. So that's going to wrap this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Hopefully this video, the audio quality, video quality, everything came out good. I do apologize for kind of the shaky camera, as this is not an ideal setup for filming in cars. And if we take a look right here, we are at my old school. That's kind of funny because I would normally be here, but I'm not. Haha, you suckers. Anyway, that's going to wrap this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I will be back maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, I'm not sure, with more WRX and SI videos. Again, I did change my name to That Red Subi because I feel it's just a cool name. That's going to wrap this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.